details.
Um, this feeling like someone is I feel this presence like at nighttime when I go to bed and I'm in bed and I might wake up like within maybe an hour or two and I just like feel and see someone coming into my room and stabbing me with a knife into my
Stabbing
chest.
you with the knife to your chest.
Yeah, over and over again. Um, and I've had this before where I felt like
Can
someone.
you identify more than the entity? Can you give it color, character, texture? Sit back into it and just relax and just try and see what you can give me right now. And then we're gonna do a breathing meditation to see if we can get you deeper to feel into the space. And then also walk me through the emotions that you're picking up, yours and the entities.
I'm feeling scared. I feel terror.
Can you feel the emotion of the entities?
Feels like there's two kinds. Feels like one might be from a past life, I'm not quite sure,
Okay.
that has the knife and all that, and then this new one feels like just lingering in my room, and at any moment they're just going to like pounce on me, but it just feels like the observing and watching and what emotions they have. I'm not quite sure.
Okay. Um, and you mentioned something about past life.
Yes,
Does it feel, I know this is a crazy question, but is it possible or does it feel like both those energies are one and the same? Maybe different timelines?
possibly.
Okay. Now tell me more about Missy. What is it you're trying to explore there?
Um, there's this confusion of um, being currently married, but yet having this authentic um, relationship with her that just feels like everything that I've desired in my heart for many, many, many years.
Okay.
And so there's this confusion, as you could probably notice.
Okay. Are there any external triggers that you can rationalize away that would have maybe triggered nightmares or suppressed emotions, any type of trigger that would have brought these entities into your nighttime space?
I could see possibly when I was younger, I could bring them in.
So they've come before.
I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Okay,
Um,
but I'm talking about like this week. Did something happen? Did you watch a show? Did you get triggered emotionally by an incident? Did you get into a fight with someone? Were
the
you watching a movie that triggered? You know what I mean? Just
yeah,
was physical external trigger.
the the one with someone coming with a knife and stabbing me. No, that's something that's recently the past maybe couple months. I don't know about that, but this lingering entity or something like that came in like 2 days ago after um, reading a book about Nostradamus.
Mm.
And it's actually brought up a lot of fear. I don't know why.
Okay. Have you read the book of Dolores by Dolores Cannon about Nostradamus?
That's the book I'm reading.
Okay. And it's triggered something.
Yes.
At what point were you triggered?
In the book in the very beginning, when Nostradamus makes his presence in the room,
Okay.
and Dolores said, he's observing me, and it feels like he's watching me. And since I heard that, that's when I started to
You're
like,
locked into that energy.
yes.
Okay. Okay, let's start there. Do I resonate anything with you? Do you have like a sense of knowing as to who I am? A sense of familiarity?
With Holly?
With Holly?
Yes.
What does it feel like to you? Don't think about it. Just what does it feel like?
Intuitive. Intuition.
Okay. Yours or mine?
Yours. Power.
Does it feel historical? Like you've met this energy before?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to do a guided meditation with you. And I know that you don't have physical awareness of your whole body, but I want you to imagine it and fake it. If you can't get there, imagine that you're there.
Okay.
Okay? Because I don't want to present limitations in where I guide you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's take a deep, relaxing breath. Take another one. You're just going to kind of shift your energy and your body as best you can to kind of work out any discomfort. Even if it's just the imagination of working out discomfort. Just kind of whatever you can move just to kind of settle down the energies around you. You take another deep, relaxing breath. Now we're going to imagine God's golden light, his divine light, the thread that connects you to him or to God, to the entity, the creator, is this silver thread. And it is connecting you. It's like an umbilical cord. Feel it light up above your head and have that energy, which is always there. But I want you to bring your awareness to that cord connecting you through the top of your head and lighting up your crown chakra. Observe the spin. If it feels out of balance or off kilter, imagine the correction. If there are any particles or smudges or debris in that chakra, imagine the spin spitting it out. And God's golden light is coming through and cleansing everything in that space. Feel it pulse the top of your head. Take note of the color, the vibration, the energy, and how it makes your body feel. Now that golden light is going to go down to your third eye. It's going to do the exact same thing. Take note of how it spins. If it's off, bring it back into alignment. Its shape and color, and clearing out any debris that is stuck there. Bring that energy down to your throat. And do the same. Bring it into alignment. Take note of the feel, the shape. Clear it out. Now we're going to our heart space, into our heart chakra. Observe it. Put it into alignment and clear it out. If it's off one way or the other directionally, bring it back into alignment under the others. Now we're going to your solar plexus. Once it's aligned and clean and clear and spinning, let's bring it down to your second chakra. Mm. And now to your root. Into alignment. Feel the spin. Wow. And let's plunge that into the earth. Take your chakra energy all the way down to the molten core of Gaia. Once you've connected with that, bring it all the way up to your heart. And imagine your divine connection meeting the Gaia's energy in your heart, where it swirls and it dances and becomes one. From that united place, your heart chakra expands out into your auric field of God energy and earth energy in unison, creating a bubble around you that helps create you. Correction, this bubble created you. You did not create it, your body. Your soul did. This is the home of your soul. Feel that bubble around you. It is porous. It breathes. It is a radar. It takes temperature. It is a communication device. It brings you all that you need. Sit in it, feel it, feel its protection. This is who you are. Now, Adam, let's imagine that you're sitting there in your body and you move 3 steps, because you can walk now. This is your field of creation, away from the physical body that is Adam Shapiro. And from this space, you have the freedom to go anywhere, forward or backwards in time, to see, to communicate, to feel, all that is, in every direction of time. You can walk, you can levitate, you can teleport. Whatever is the desire of your soul, you can do. as you feel this bubble around you, feel the affirmation and the remembering that you are pure perfection. Your existence is in perfect harmony. You are loved and you are protected by the divine. Breathe that in. Fill your lungs with it. Feel the protection. You can feel your guardian angels and your guides around you. You may not be able to physically hear them, but you can feel them and just know what they have to say. Feel their love for you and their awe of who it is to be Adam, what you have taken on, what you have learned, and what you have shared. From this space, go back to last night and observe those two entities that come to you. Let's start with the observer. Do you recognize him?
No, I do not.
Why don't we ask that entity, who are you?
Who are you?
Without any judgment or overthinking, the first thought that pops into your head. What is the reply?
I'm not getting anything.
May I share what I see?
Yes.
In your sleep, you travel. You astro travel. You get the physical freedom that this iteration of life does not provide you. And you have caught the attention of others. The one that is observing you looks like they're wearing almost like a military uniform, but they're not from Earth. They don't wish you harm. There's just curiosity. Anything that is in your field that is not familiar to you will not feel good. Does this make sense? It's like a foreign object,
Hmm.
so it's not comfortable. It is not of your vibration, your language, your cycle of family. It's just an observer. You can tell it to go away, or you can ask questions of it as well, or him. I'm being told you are folding into yourself.
What does that mean?
There are different iterations of you observing different iterations of you. The higher soul. Does this make sense?
I'm not quite sure.
This military person, astronaut. I do not have the words, the earth words, the English words to translate this person's particular profession, except that he is official. You caught his attention because he recognized you as himself in a past life. So there's curiosity here and just observing. If you are comfortable with asking him questions, you may ask. If you are not comfortable with his presence, you may say so. But I'm seeing a very strong boned, angular face. Humanoid. He does look human. But not completely. If he were to have a DNA test done here on Earth, it would show that he is not the same.
Is there something that I can learn from you? Is my question.
Mm. Other than to not take life too seriously. Because you do it many times, over and over and over and over again. You put too much weight on this lifetime existence, this iteration of who you are. Lighten up. He is sending this feeling of pressure on his chest, which he's saying is from you. It is not necessary. You are making it harder for yourself than you should. Again, it is your choice. But then again, it is your choice. Does this make sense?
Yes.
The brain structure and the brain firing, I can feel it's very different than what we as Earth humans feel. There's a lot more going on back there for him than for us. Oh, from the front, he looks like you and I, but from the profile, he's got a longer head. It comes out like the neck, there's a bigger slope. There's an intensity to his bone structure, but there's a twinkle in his eye. When you look at him in the face, he very much looks like Comrade. But that is just his facial signature. It does not give you depth to who he is. Lighten up. From the soul's perspective, he is saying that your lifetime is very fun. From a soul's perspective, it's like going into a fun house and you don't know what's around the corner. He says that you, in your downtime, have a very vivid imagination. You could write books with what plays in through your head. He likes this. Do you have any other questions for him?
There's also this um, entity that comes behind me and tries to.
Yes. It's very curious, he says. Continue.
Is this Kim? Is this someone else? Um, how can I? How can I heal this or look at this from another perspective?
Yes, there is a how to describe this. Ah, you know those clear plastic cellophanes? And you learn this in school when you're learning about colors. You'll have a blue one and you'll have a yellow one and you overlap them and you create a green one because you can see right through them and it creates something else. I'm not quite sure where he's going with this, but this is what he's showing me. Do you remember those where you're learning about color?
You're talking about like a kaleidoscope?
It's primary colors. You know that if you mix blue and yellow, you get green, right?
Yes.
If you mix yellow and red, you get orange. So if you had a clear sheet, and I'm sorry that I don't have the right word. I know what this is, but I can't. It's not coming out right now. Of blue and a clear sheet of yellow, and you overlay them on top of each other, you get green, right? All of a sudden, what it is you're looking at is green. Do you see where I'm going? This is the analogy that he's giving me. So there is a lifetime that is Adam right now, and a lifetime where Adam starts with the P, PT, blah, blah. There's a P, a vowel, and a T, a vowel, and an E. Is it Peter? Peter in another language. You are Peter, but in a different language. Something happens to Peter at the same age that you are now, and you are seeing the shadow of that because the two screens are overlaying. That is not something that you can harm you, but it does allow you to see what is happening to Peter. Does this make sense? You are seeing
Yes.
a ghost in the room. The ghost can't hurt you, but you can feel its presence. From this bubble that you are in, I'm bringing you back to the bubble. Can you feel the edge of the bubble, Adam?
Yes.
From this edge of the bubble, this entity that is trying to stab you or hurt you, can you feel the shape or the energy of this entity?
Looks like a human to me.
Okay. Can you give me more color, more texture, more information? They're in a cape, a cloaky cape, correct?
Yes.
Mm. Can you feel the emotion coming from this energy?
Revenge.
Tell me more.
I don't know. That's what just came to me.
Do you feel any other emotion? If your brain was to fill in the gaps on this coloring page, what does your brain tell you? Correction, what does your heart tell you?
He's here to bring you a lesson.
Okay. Why don't we ask it? Who are you?
Who are you? John?
John, are you related to me?
John, are you related to me? No.
Why are you here, John?
Why are you here, John? To torture Adam?
Ask him why.
Why? Because I hurt him.
Is he willing to share more?
Are you willing to share more? No.
Ask him, apologize to him, and ask him for his forgiveness.
I'm sorry, John. Please forgive me. I ask for your forgiveness. Will you please forgive me?
What's he saying?
Um, he's just stabbing me.
It's been burning in him for a long time. Forgiveness wasn't something he was thinking about. It wasn't even an option for him. Breathe into it because he cannot do anything without your consent. Do you remember what you did to him if you go back? Is he too distracting?
Yes, he is.
Okay. So let's ask God for some help. Who would you like to help you?
Lilith?
Okay. Let's ask Lilith to come down and put him in a bubble. And we're just going to suspend him where he cannot touch you. And we're just going to kind of freeze frame him like you would pause a movie. And we're just going to float him up into the corner. And Lilith is going to keep an eye on him and make sure that he stays where he's supposed to stay. She's got this. Do you see that?
Yes.
Beautiful. So as Peter, let's go back to this life where you knew Paul. Just breathe into it and relax. Gentle, deep, slow breaths. as Peter, let's look down at our feet. What are we wearing?
Sandals,
What are they made of?
leather,
What do we see next if we're looking up our body?
my legs.
Are your legs exposed?
Yes,
Until when? When do you start seeing fabric?
at about my knees.
Okay. Do the sandals go up your calves?
Yes,
Is there anything additional attached to them, or is it all just leather?
just leather.
Okay. So the fabric around your knees, can you tell me what that looks like?
Looks like something from like Roman times.
Can you tell your social class based on the fabric?
Not quite sure.
What color is it?
Red.
Mm. You see any other colors?
No, just red.
Okay. Let's look at your hands. How old do they look like?
Around 30.
Around 30? Turn them around. See if they have any calluses on them. What shape are the nails in? Are they clean? Are they workers' hands? Are they writers' hands? What do they look like to you?
A soldier.
A soldier. Thank you. Okay. Just kind of take in your physicality. And see if you can take anything else in, observe anything else in the environment around you. Are there any other more clues to the puzzle? If you get any more clues to your station, how much armor you have. Are you in, is this a time of war? Are you just standing guard? What do you see?
I have a sword and a shield
Okay.
and one of those things you have on your head, like the
The helmet?
yes,
Do you know where you are?
Rome.
You are in Rome. Look at the buildings around you. What are you doing?
I'm killing civilians.
You're killing civilians. Is this by choice or by order?
By order.
Do you know what's happening around you? Like, why are you being asked to do this?
Oh, this can't be.
Okay, keep going. Remember, we're on both sides of the sword. Let it go. Just observe. What do you see?
Killing Christians and followers of Jesus.
Okay. On order of the Caesar.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you need to be shown here? Do you see Paul anywhere?
I killed his family.
There you go. Was he truly a follower of Jesus, or did he just get stuck in the web of all of this?
I'm not sure.
What does your heart tell you?
He's not a true follower.
Yeah. As if he was, he wouldn't be trying to stab you. He would have a deeper understanding. But that's okay. There's no judgment and no shame here for anyone. Do you see anything else?
Just the image of soldiers going into homes and killing.
Yeah.
Ah, it's horrific.
Okay. So let's go to the completion of this life, back to your bubble, where your soul and higher self resides. And let's ask, what is it that you learned from this life?
What is it that I have learned in this life?
As the Roman soldier,
As the Roman soldier, what I do to others, I do to myself.
thank you. Can we go back to a life where the scenario was in reverse? Where Paul, or the soul that is Paul, was killing you or the people that you loved?
Okay,
Do you see it?
yes.
Tell me what you see.
I'm in my home with my family and my wife.
Where and when is this?
AD 37.
1837,
AD 37.
AD 37. Do you know where you are?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So you're in your home with your family. What do your feet look like?
Rough with calluses. I don't have any sandals on or any footwear.
Okay. What happens next?
I hear screaming outside, and people are saying to go inside your home because they're coming to slaughter everyone.
Do you stay inside your home or do you go out?
I go inside and try to protect my family.
Then what happens?
barge the door open and come inside, and they want to take my family, and I tell them no. So they take me outside and take a sword and cut my head off.
Is this Paul? Another iteration of Paul that does this? Or is it?
Yes.
Okay. So the cycle is complete. Do you recognize the souls from your family of anyone here in this lifetime?
Not that I'm aware of right now.
No worries, just asking. Okay, let's take a deep breath. Another one. Try and relax. Let's ask Lilith to bring Paul back, but we're going to keep him in his bubble. You want to tell me what you're feeling?
The feeling that he's going to come after me again.
Did he see what you saw? Did he see that he killed your killed you in a previous life?
He's seen that now.
Does that give him comfort and understanding?
Yes, he drops the sword.
Beautiful. Can you each find forgiveness for the other?
Yes.
Would he like to return to God?
Yes.
Does he need help? Or can he do it by himself?
If you could help him.
Okay. Lilith is bringing his wife from the lifetime in which she was killed. She misses him, and she would like for him to join her. Would he be willing to go back up with her?
Says yes.
Beautiful. So let's imagine that God is showering his divine light on the two of them as they float up into tiny particles back to God. How does that feel?
It feels good.
Excellent. Do you feel anyone else in your field?
Regarding the stuff at nighttime,
Mm-hmm. The stuff that comes to you in the night?
the man that you were describing before, the military,
Yes.
I don't know if I should let you observe or if I should tell you to go. I want to learn from the situation. I'm just scared.
Now that you two have energetically connected, he will come when called, but stay away when not. How does this work for you?
That works.
And while Lilith is still here, why don't we ask her to call, if you can call on her every night? Let's just make it so now, to keep your space clean and clear so you can sleep restfully. You have to ask it, you have to say it out loud. I can't do it for you.
What do
That's
I do?
free
What
will.
what do I ask?
Ask her if she's willing to protect you and your space at night.
Lilith, will you protect me and watch over me and clear any debris, any fear, anything that can attract fear? I ask if you can assist me in keeping my heart open and soft to attract safety and love and protection. I desire safety. I ask if we can work together in this.
Take a deep breath. Can you feel what she's sending you?
Yes,
What do you feel?
safety.
Beautiful. Do you feel her love?
Yes,
Beautiful. It's a mother's love for her son. Do you feel complete here with this subject?
yes.
Beautiful. From here, do you think you can go to your round table? Or would you like to be guided there? Lilith will go with you.
Okay.
Let me know when you're there.
Okay, I'm there.
Beautiful. Let's take in the space. You see anyone else in the room?
Yeshua. Both Marys.
Nice. Say your greetings. Say hello to everyone. See if there's anything anyone has to share. Any advice, wisdom, encouragement?
They're giving me words of encouragement.
I love it. Now, in this space, let's try and solve some curiosities and questions that you have. Would you like to bring your wife in first?
Yeah, yes.
What's her name?
Mia.
Okay, let's bring Mia's higher self in. Ask if she's willing to come.
Are you willing to come?
Mm, I feel lots of love.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's ask Mia. What it is that you are doing for each other in this life. What was the agreement before you came in?
What was the agreement that we made before we came here to Earth? I'm not hearing anything.
I'm seeing that she has agreed to support you with the lessons you chose to learn in this life. the lessons are accepting help from others, that there is grace in this, and it is not only a gift to yourself, but a gift to others. It allows others to be of service. And I'm seeing that you have done this for her in a past life, and she is returning the favor. You have lived lives together, and your soul companionship is deep. Do you have any questions for her? I am feeling like a chokehold on the heart. Is this from her or from you?
Say that again.
I'm feeling like a chokehold, but on the heart. I sense that this is yours.
Yeah.
So when I ask if the cycle between you is complete, I'm hearing it is your choice, for this is free will. Now, if we can bring in, and I'm sorry from this space, I forgot her name, which is crazy. Can you help me out?
Missy.
Missy, thank you. Let's bring Missy's higher self to the round table. And let's have Missy step away from her identity as Missy. And let's just observe her soul. Can you see that?
Yes.
Do you recognize the soul that is Missy?
I just see her smiling.
Mm.
Yes.
What do you see?
Just so much light.
Beautiful. Now we're going to go back to a life. Let's ask Missy to take you there, where this bond and connection with you started. And let's start by looking at your feet once you're there.
I'm feeling nervous.
By looking at your feet?
No, just going through this lifetime.
Okay. We don't have to if you don't want to, or we can, how about instead of that, we hover above it like we're watching a TV? We're watching a movie. Let's step out of it. And instead, we're going to look at a screen. Does that feel better?
Yes.
Beautiful. So on the screen is the soul that is Adam in this lifetime. Are we a boy or a girl?
Boy.
How old are we?
32.
Very nice. If we, what is, do we know our name? You know, if it's too hard, it's okay. We can keep going.
We'll just keep going.
Okay. What are we wearing? Can you tell?
A kilt.
A kilt. Thank you. What are the women wearing around you? Can you tell what era it is based on what they're wearing?
The 13 or 1400s.
Beautiful. Thank you. Do you know where you are?
England.
In England or in Scotland or Ireland?
Scotland.
Very nice. Thank you. Can you tell what your status is?
Middle class.
What color is your kilt?
It's a red and black.
Is it more red or more black?
Red.
Any other colors?
Red, black, and white.
A little or a lot of white?
Just a little.
Thank you. What's going on right now where you're standing? Do you have any sense of what's happening?
I'm on a horse.
You're on a horse. Where are you going?
Rescuing her.
Rescuing who?
see. Let me see.
Why does she need rescuing?
They've captured her.
Who is she to you?
My lover.
Are you married?
Not yet.
So what has happened? Why does she need rescuing?
They captured her for some reason and are holding her hostage.
What do they want in return? Sorry.
They want money in return.
She's being held for a cash ransom. Do you succeed? Are you able to save her?
No, I am not.
Hmm. Do you see Mia in this life?
She's holding her hostage.
Ah, thank you. Let's take a breath. We're going to change the channel. The next life, we're going to see where the roles are reversed. Let me know when you're there.
Okay.
Let's look at our feet.
I have boots on.
What kind of boots?
Brown leather boots.
What time period?
$1600s.
Where are you?
France.
Thank you. What's the scene in front of you? What's happening?
mind is jumping all over the place.
Take a deep breath. Hold deep, slow breaths. You're resisting. Is it difficult to be there? Do you want to, let's go back up and look at the screen. So we're just observing.
Okay.
Okay, where are we? We're in France. We're wearing boots. 1600s. What's happening around us?
There's some type of plague, some type of widespread.
Okay, so it's the plague in Europe. You're wearing boots. Where's Mia? She may not be there. See if you recognize her anywhere, her soul.
I have no fucking clue.
Okay.
Oh,
Do we see Missy's soul?
yes,
What's happening?
I just see her smiling at me.
Who has the plague? You or her?
I do.
Is she a man or a woman?
She's a woman. She's a nurse.
She a nun?
I'm not sure. She's a nurse.
Okay. What happens?
She's assessing my condition in my body.
Okay. Do you survive?
No,
Do you have a connection with her then? Do you fall in love with her before you die? Or are you too miserable?
no, we were in love, but we never had the time to fully develop this love.
Okay. So let's see. Let's step out of this. Take a deep breath. Let's go back to our screen where we're just observing. And let's see if there's a lifetime that comes up where you are actually united as a couple. Let me know when you get there.
Okay.
What do you see?
I see me hugging and holding her.
What are you guys wearing?
She's wearing some type of dress.
Can you tell the period? Is she wearing a corset? Is her hair covered? Is she wearing a hat?
She's wearing a corset.
What are you wearing?
Um, I don't know how to describe it.
Do you know where you are or when?
It's like the 1700s. Um, somewhere in Europe.
Somewhere in Europe? Okay. How old are you?
29.
And how are you married?
Yes,
How long have you been married?
4 years.
What's happening right now at the age of 29?
We want to start a family.
Okay. Does that happen?
Yes,
How many children?
2.
Let's go to when the youngest is 5. What do you see?
Now my mind is blank right now.
Okay, take a deep breath. Deep, relaxing breath. Let's do another one. Let's go back to this life. Do your children make it to adulthood?
Yes,
Does Missy survive her labor?
yes,
When your children are adults, is Missy still your wife?
yes.
so you're able to grow old together.
Yes.
Is this a happy life?
Yes.
Let's take a deep breath. Another one. And let's bring ourselves back to the round table. Missy's higher self is there. And let's ask Missy, what is your connection in this lifetime? What is the purpose for your meeting?
I'm feeling fear right now.
Take a deep breath. Nice and relaxing. You're starting to check out on me. You want to save this for another session? Are we stretching it too long? Or do you want to go there?
I just feel fear that I shouldn't be doing this. That somehow, like, Mia's higher self is watching, or some type of, like, what I'm doing is wrong.
Would you like Mia to leave? You can ask her to leave the round table.
Yes.
Okay. You have to remember this is all already written. Mia knows what's going on and knows her role. And she also knows Missy's role. There are no secrets here. But we'll ask Mia to leave. Send her with great love. Give her a goodbye. Love and gratitude.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's ask Missy's higher self. Or if you feel better, you can ask your higher self. What is the purpose to your connection in this lifetime? Is it residual? The familiarity because you've been a couple so many times? Is there something else that you're supposed to get here? Is there a lesson in it?
The first thing is this residual of carrying over the love that we have had for each other all of these times.
Makes sense.
So go all the way in our lessons and grow together soul to soul to become fully aware and conscious, powerful beings, to really claim that together.
Are you telling me that this is a more like spiritual classmates this time?
Oh, please not make it so.
Well, let's try and be honest here. I'm just asking.
I don't know.
Is it too hard to go there?
Just have a lot of resistance right now.
Okay, let's take a deep breath. Does she have anything else to tell you?
I love you very much, Adam. I always will. Okay.
Well, let's go to your higher self. What does your higher self have to say about this?
Nothing's really coming.
Okay, I think I've pushed you as far as we can today. And looking at your physical reactions to everything, I think you're getting tired. Take a deep breath.
It's like really hard.
Yeah,
Like really, really, really hard. It's like really, 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 really hard. I don't know why.
it's fine. Sometimes trying to push something that isn't ready to come out can be very difficult. It'll work its way up. You just have to be patient. But did you get some clarity? It feels like there's been a lot of lifetimes with unfinished business.
Yeah, regarding the entity and all that, I feel like that feels
Complete?
complete.
Beautiful.
They're just with this situation, it just feels like a lot of confusion and just yeah,
See?
yeah.
Well, my advice to you is don't push it. Let it grow naturally. It'll come out. But it helps to know what the source is and the connection, right? You look very sad right now.
I don't want to be in the situation that I am in right now.
Don't forget what your little ET friend told you. Lighten up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if I could give you some 3D human advice, how does Missy feel about this? Have you talked about it?
all the time.
Does she
Sh-
feel the same way you do?
Yes.
And um how far have you taken the conversation about logistics? Or is it just longing?
It's both. It's just because I'm married.
Yeah. And how do you feel about Mia? If you had never met Missy in this lifetime, would you be happy with Mia?
No, not completely, no.
No.
Because it feels like we're going in different directions.
Did you feel like that before you took the class? Before you met Jill and Claire and everybody? Did that feel?
I've been feeling this since about a year ago,
Have you had this conversation with Mia?
which,
The different directions thing?
oh yes, many times.
What is her response to that? Does she agree?
She agrees, but yeah,
So if you both agree, what's holding you together?
um, that's a good question. I feel like I'm the mother in this relationship. I'm taking care of her,
That's interesting.
and she's the child.
So there's codependency.
Extremely, yes.
Okay.
Seems like the beginning I was very dependent on her,
Hmm.
and now it seems like she's more dependent on me.
The role reversal.
I don't like this rule. I want
Uh,
to go ahead.
okay, I'm gonna ask you some tough questions here. Okay. What part do you feel like the mother or do you feel like the parent?
The parent,
Okay. So you don't feel like it's a gender reversal role thing? It's more of a child adult thing?
gender reversal. What do you mean by that?
Um, this is a thing from Cole, and this is something I've learned. I've been married, we're going on 37 years. Ugh. Um, when the woman starts taking on the man's responsibilities and vice versa, the gender relationship starts to flip, where the man becomes more feminine and the woman becomes more masculine.
Hmm.
And then it brings up all these other emotions, like men no longer feel in control. There's a sense of masculinity. It it affects every aspect of your identity. Do you feel like maybe some of that's in play?
I don't think so. It might, but it feels more the I'm the parent, and she's the child.
Did she have childhood trauma?
Yes.
So she's stuck in that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she's not ready to and she shared this with me. She shared it with me last night and many times. And when I hear that, I just don't want any part of this. If someone
She's sharing with you the trauma, or she's sharing with you the residual?
shared with me that she's not ready to do this stuff, to question herself, question her past, question her trauma, question all that stuff.
Okay. I am guessing that if she's not ready to look at it, I could be wrong, but she's gonna go batshit if you try and leave her,
I know. And that's what's
holding
key.
you.
Yeah, because I know that it's I don't know for sure, but I just know that if I do, either one, she will slit her wrist, or two, she will eat herself to death.
Is she, does she have narcissistic tendencies?
She's autistic, so um,
Hard to
it,
tell.
yeah, it's multi-layered. It's very very complex. Is that the word? Just
Yeah.
lots of layers. That
Oh, yeah. It's a story that makes life though, honestly, Adam. I mean, I can tell you, I'm the daughter of a sociopath. He has 11 children, and each one of us expresses our trauma in 11 different ways, you know? And it's the stories that have come out from each one of us. I'm the only one that has like done the work, and some have just tried to fake their way through it. You know what I mean? And it's just fascinating, but it's part of life. You know, it's the lessons that we are sent down here with, no judgment.
yeah, I get that. I understand. Just it's hard when someone doesn't want to stay in that place,
Yeah, no, I know.
and all I can do is just love. But
Yeah,
you see this situation with
yeah,
Missy and how you can just see.
yeah.
So
Well, I can tell you this because my husband has, I mean, we both have codependency issues. And the more work I've done, I can honestly say I'm not codependent anymore. But um pretty soon she's going to feel uncomfortable because you're not going to be able to give her what she needs. And you won't be able to fake it because energetically you've leveled up. And she may actually find someone else, someone who she can actually vibrate up against. So your solution really is just keep doing the work on you. And it may just naturally peel away. That would be like the least invasive way if you're willing to be patient. And doing the work for yourself is a win-win all the way around. And you've got a great partner to do it with, right? That's my human 3D advice.
yeah, that feels right on. it's a
Yeah,
win-win
yeah,
with myself. So
yeah. And she's not going to be comfortable with the new you. And
no,
she's going to try
she's
and,
not. She's not.
yeah,
But I'm more loving and more open and more transparent. The best version that I've ever been, that Adam has ever been, is right now, and she has more repulsion, more resentment, more frustration, more anger towards me than ever.
keep it up. Keep it up. It, because she's going to start looking somewhere else to feed what she needs because you're not feeding it anymore. And what better way to do it in a loving, natural way? Don't lose
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah. All right, sir. I gotta go get my dogs. And my battery went just went red. I'm going to Italy on Friday, so I will be unavailable for the rest of the month and probably the first weekend. So
Have fun.
thank you. You can
Thank you.
text me. I don't know when and if I'll get it. I'll reply when I can.
I just want to tell you, Holly, that taking the time and your who you are as a person and your intuition and your skills and ability is just you willing to take the time to be here and work with me and assist me. It means the world. I
My
just
pleasure.
want you, I just want you to know that I really, really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you. But it's my pleasure. And it's so cool to like have people on the journey with you, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're not alone.
Not alone.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Take care.
You too.